What is up, guys? Happy Friday. It is day 2 of round 1 of the NCAA tournament in March. Madness was epic last night and yesterday, and I expect the same thing today. And here I am bringing you day 2. I'm going to start it off at home. I'm going to head over to Circa's big bracket house or watch party around 3 and see if I can find a good table for that. When I got there yesterday, it was packed and it was live, but I really didn't find a seat, so I wasn't comfortable. So I went around, checked out all the venues around downtown. Circa was obviously the best. Got you some cool views from that, but I would really like to get the full experience of that big bracket watch party today. So that is the goal. And I'm excited for today's games. We are about to get kicked off with Santa Clara versus Kentucky. Now, I think that Santa Clara is a great team, but I'm very worried about their size against Kentucky. But Santa Clara plays great defense. If they can lock up the Wildcats, that'll help them out a lot in this game. But I'm ready to see what Owe can do against Santa Clara, because if Owe can play his best game in March, Kentucky could be a problem. I think this team is a lot sneakier than we're giving them hope for. The new coach's first time in March with the Kentucky Blue Cats. You know they got a history of being here, so he's going to want to live up to that. All right, guys, we got early games coming to a wrap. We had Kentucky and Santa Clara go into overtime, man. Every time I think a blue blood is going to dominate a game, I end up jinxing them. Kentucky almost took the L to Santa Clara. This is Santa Clara's first tournament game in 30 years since Steve Nash was on the team, and they took Kentucky to the limit, but they were able to get the job done. Texas Tech, a big win over Akron, over 20 points. There's a lot of people thinking, myself included, Akron could give them a game. No JT Toppin, that was a big loss for Texas Tech, but they rolled in their first game, and that was very interesting to see too. And the games are just getting started, and so far, Wright State and Virginia, we are tied top of the second half right now. Could Wright State be the first upset of the day? We're going to find out here soon enough. All right, guys, it looks like Wright State is going to come up short against Virginia, but we almost had our first upset of the day. But, man, I was really impressed with Virginia down the stretch, and Jakari Wright with 26 points. Now, obviously, Virginia's going to have to play a lot better than they played today against Wright State. They're a really good defensive team. They have given up 73 points to Wright State. That is something they're going to have to clean up. But if they can get a guy like Jakari White to get hot and lead them in scoring and lead the charge on offense, this Virginia team might be something serious. Now, this is, again, the first round against Wright State. We'll see how they're feeling in the round of 32. But I always thought Virginia's problem was they didn't have a go-to guy to get a bucket. If they have that this year, watch out for the Cavaliers. All right, guys, I have made it to downtown Las Vegas. So far, nothing too crazy has gone down yet. I'm hoping the madness has waited for me to get downtown. There is a good game going on right now. Villanova and Utah State are going at it. I'm trying to get there before that game ends so I can see the ending. Excited about these late game windows, and I'm excited to find out if we get any more madness tonight, baby. Let's go. All right, guys, we have made it inside. Utah State gets the win over Villanova. A bit of an upset, not that big of an upset though, in my opinion. Utah State, a very good team, and now they are moving on. The Miami of Ohio Redhawks season is over. I am glad they made it in the tournament. I'm glad they had a little bit of success in the tournament. They were fun to watch this year, and hopefully the mid-majors get some love next year like they deserve. Just like that High Point coach said. I liked what he had to say. Games will be kicking back off here in about 13 minutes. We got the late windows happening. There's a lot of good games happening tonight. Hopefully we can see some magic and some upsets. Let's go.
Davidson from the free throw line off the front rim starts with the rebound. Right back at it. Banks directing traffic. Starts off.
All right, guys, Clemson goes down to Iowa. The 9 seeds all get a win in the first round. That was the lucky seed of the year. That was incredible to see. UCLA has been up all game on UCF, but UCF is starting to make a comeback. UCLA is out without their leading scorer. He was a late scratch in this game. Added a little drama, but UCLA was playing tough. But now it's getting late in that game, and they need a bucket, and they do not have their guys, so somebody's going to have to step up for the Bruins to finish off UCF. And St. John's handled business. Purdue handles business. Braden Smith, now the all-time leading assist leader in NCAA history. That was cool to see. We still got a whole other set of games to go tonight, guys. Let's go. Ooh, man, UCLA UCLA holds on by the hair of their chinny chin chin and gets the win over the UCF Knights, man. That was a good game. UCF brought it down to the wire. Again, UCLA played without their leading scorer, a late scratch. That is an impressive win, man. UCF, we came to play as well. Hopefully, they can get their leading scorer back later in this tournament. And we'll see if UCLA can make a run. They feel like a pretty strong team. And I'll be excited to see them down the line. Getting down to the late games now. We got Miami, Missouri later. That'll be fun to watch. Prairie View and Florida are going down right now. Prairie View's trying to hang in there. We'll see if they can withstand the whole game. And we'll see if we got any madness left in March here, guys, in this night 2 of the first round. We got the round of 32 tomorrow. It's just getting started.
Watch it inside on go.
Oh! Furman only down 4 at the half, 40-36 against UConn. We might have a little bit more magic left in the last game of round 1 of the NCAA tournament, man. Furman is playing tough. UConn struggling a little bit like they have been all year, right? They've been up and they've been down. Well, they're a little down right now, but Furman's playing good, but they have a whole other half to play. Miami up 27-26 on Missouri. That game is incredible. Kansas playing really well up against Cal Baptist. Another up and down team. They're up right now, big. And we are counting down the final night of round 1 here. And vibes are high still. We'll see who comes out on top. Woo-hoo! Florida up 106-47 on Prairie View. The defending champs have came to play in this tournament. They got size out the ass. They might be a tough out this year, guys. Could we be seeing a back-to-back from Florida? I've seen that once in my life in basketball. We might be seeing it again. Woo-hoo! Cal Baptist on an 18-2 run. They are only down 6 with a minute left. They are not out of this. I was talking up Kansas there. They were looking real good for a lot of that game. Feeling like a little bit like Carolina right now. They better not lose this game. That would be wild if that happens again today. We already had a big comeback yesterday. We might have another one on the brink. Woo-hoo, man, an historical performance by Terrace Reed Jr. to end round 1. He has 31 points and 27 rebounds. Still 58 seconds left. They're up by 11 now against Furman. But what an incredible way to finish the round of 64. Kansas ended up holding on against Cal Baptist, but boy, it got close. Miami got a good win against Missouri. They shot the ball very well. And man, that is it, guys. End of round 1 is finally here. We got the round 32 starting tomorrow. I'm going to switch it up tomorrow. We're going to go to Palace Station and watch the second half of those games tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more. Have a great night, and thank you very much.